Thank you so much for clicking on my video. In this channel we talk mostly about voodoo, and in today's video we are going to talk about the lwa Simbi Andezo in Haitian voodoo. And before we go further into the video, I would like to thank all of you guys who always watch my videos, who always likes my videos, who always leaving comments, and who always share my videos. Okay, if you want to support what I'm doing, this is a way to support me. So please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and share my videos so that more people can know about this channel. And also feel free to check on my sister's merch in the video description. She makes a lot of beautiful purses, you know, beautiful African styles clothes and bracelets and necklaces. I bet you will love them. So let's get into the video. As you may already know, Simbi is a serpent lwa. Just like many famous lwa like Ezili, Agwe, Dambala, and so on, there's a lot of those famous lwa. They're like the head of an escort. Okay, that's why a lot of times you will hear the name of the lwa and another name that is associated with it. Just like, for example, Simbi, you may also hear Simbi Makaya, Simbi Andezo, Simbi Glo, and so on. There's so many Simbis out there. Okay, so Simbi is the head of the escort, and there are so many other Simbis after that. Okay, so they share a lot of similarities. They share a lot of similarities, but they also have their differences. Okay, so pay attention to the differences. In the previous video, you will see that I talked about Simbi Makaya, that I briefly talked about Simbi Makaya because the video was about Fete Makaya. Okay, but I also talk about Simbi Makaya, which is different from the Simbi that I'm talking about today, which is Simbi Andezo. So if you're interested about hearing about Simbi Makaya, you can go and watch that video after watching this video, because I briefly talked about him. Maybe later I will make a different video just about Simbi Makaya. Simbi Andezo, he is considered to be very hot. He is very fiery. Okay, when he is there, he walks with a dagger, and he's not afraid to walk on fire. You know, there's a special place they set on fire for him so that he can enter the place, you know, and walk on fire and so on. So he's not to be playing with. Okay, so we have to be careful with those lwa that are considered to be very hot, that are considered to be unpredictable. Okay, when you do any type of works with those lwa, they tend to act very fast. Okay, they tend to act quickly than other lwas that are considered to be soft. Simbi Andezo is very known to give people point, what we call in voodoo point. I will make a separate video talking more about point, but basically it's like when the lwa, they give you like special abilities. So Simbi Andezo, he's known to give people the abilities, you know, to disappear or to transform into someone else, or to transform into an animals. Okay, like if you're Haitians, you probably know what I'm talking about. You probably have heard it before, when, you know, like people would change, you know, their appearance. People will turn into animals. Okay, sometimes because, you know, police officers are after those people. Okay, or sometimes it's like there are some situations that you find yourself in, you know, you have to change your appearance, okay, to either, you know, show your ability so that people may be afraid of you, or either, you know, to assimilate yourself so that you can be unnoticeable and go on your way. and he's also known to give other special abilities. Okay, so there are some people who can be pierced with machetes or with bullets. Yeah, so if you're Haitians, none of what I'm seeing here is new to you. Okay, if you're a stranger, you might be very surprised to hear about those things, but Haitians, we grow up hearing those stories, or we've we've witnessed, okay, those situations where people are not able to be pierced with bullets or with machetes. Okay, I remember, like, with my own eyes, not people, I didn't hear that from people. Okay, with my own eyes, in my neighborhood, there was this guy, he was given a lot of trouble. He was a troublemaker, and like in my neighborhood, the people, they kind of got fed up with him because he was a thief and he was causing a lot of trouble. They knew him very well, and they were like if you're from the neighborhood, like, if you want to do something bad, go somewhere else and do it. Okay, we know you and you're still causing problem. So one day they wanted to kill him. They wanted to to be done with him. So that turned to be very, very violent for him. Okay, so I remember witnessing, like, everyone was witnessing that. Okay, there was like a mob of people who caught him. Okay, and they wanted to do stuff with him, to with machetes. I don't want to give too many details here. Okay, so he wasn't getting pissed. Yeah, a lot of them were with the machetes, and he wasn't getting pierced. Okay, so until there was something on him, because many times when they give you point, the special abilities, it works with there's like a secret words. Okay, you have to say it. You like to activate that, or there's like something, a physical thing that they give you so that you can work with it. Okay, if you leave it inside, if you don't work with it, so you're not protected, but if you're with it, you're protected. Okay, so they found something on him. Okay, they found something on him, and I think, like, what they found on him, I know what they found on him. Okay, I just don't want to say it here, but it was very clear what it was. Okay, many people knew what it was, and they were like, okay, I know that why you're not getting pierced. Okay, I remember with my own eyes, every time they hit him with so he wasn't getting pierced. There was no blood, nothing. People were like very surprised. Okay, but when they took that thing away from him, because it was on him, that's when things went down. Okay, so there are so many other testimonies like that. Okay, so if you know a Haitian, he probably knows another testimony like that. Okay, so it's nothing new for us Haitians. So Simbi Andezo is very known to give people those special abilities that we call point in Haitian Voodoo, and I will make another video talking about point to get into more details about point. And there was even a video that was going around of a guy that they were doing like a ceremony for him, a voodoo ceremony for him, so that they could give him a point. And after they did their ritual, everything, they were like testing it. Okay, so he stood there, and another guy was with a gun, and they were at him, and there was nothing. Okay, that video, I think it's even on my channel somewhere. Yeah, I think I uploaded it on my channel. There were some people that were like very skeptic about it, even if they could see in the video that the guy, nothing. There was a lot of people around and want to to witness what was happening. Okay, and the other guy was like, but the other one was like nothing, no bullets. He wasn't getting pierced, nothing. And I'm going to say that one more time, guys, okay, because I keep saying that in a lot of videos that I uploaded. If you don't have like a special connection with a lwa, don't try to call that lwa on your own. You might hear something about a lwa and you're interested, and you're like, okay, I'm going to call on that lwa. there's a lot of lwa they're not to be messing with. Okay, if you want to contact them, you have to go through someone else that already has an established relationship with that lwa. It's not difficult to have a relationship with a lwa, but you know, any relationship, you know, need work. Okay, you need time. You don't just hear about the lwa and you're like, okay, I'm gonna call on that lwa. Like, no, there are some lwas that are very easy to call on, but there are some lwas that are not that easy to call on, and there are some lwas that are very mean, and you might need their service. You know, you need something from them, but if you don't know them, if you don't have any relationship with them, and you call them, it might get very ugly for you. So be careful out there. A lot of people testify that they saw Simbi with their own eyes. Okay, you know, Simbi is the head of an escort, and mostly they are in water. Okay, they mostly they're in water, so a lot of people say they saw him, yeah, you know, across a river, you know, across waters somehow. Okay, and if you're Haitian, you're not probably, but you're very familiar with lwa asking people to marry them. Okay, so Simbi is part of those lwa that would ask you to marry him if he's interested in you. Okay, most of the times, if the lwa they are interested in you, they will make the first move. Okay, they will make the first move in a dream, you know, or somehow, like, you will know somehow, you know, that they like you. You will know. And you probably don't know that, but I have a video on my channel testifying, telling my story on how as an adult she came to me. I was a Christian back then. I was a Christian, and I used to hear a lot about Voodoo because I'm Haitian, so it's my culture. I would hear about it. Okay, but I was more like indulged. I was more into, you know, Christianity, so I didn't really know. I was very ignorant. Okay, I will know stuff that, you know, what Christians tell me about Voodoo, but I didn't know things for myself. Okay, so I really didn't really give two thoughts about, you know, the lwas. I didn't really care about them, you know. And she came to me, and I knew that wasn't normal. Go watch that video. Okay, it's very juicy, the story. Go watch that video. And but I'm not the only one with this similar stories like that. Okay, and I was a kid back then, and there were other people that I told that story. The lwa that mostly work with Simbi are Agri, Freda, Masa, Dosu, Dosa, and so on. So it's like, when I say a lwa works with another lwa, it's like, you know, there has to be like a balance. Okay, if you're working with this spirit, it's more likely, you know, they are similar spirit, you know, that would, you know, want to work with you as well, so that there's a balance. Okay, like, if you hear someone, she is working with Freda, she will mostly work with Danto also, because they are sisters, you know, they are sisters, so you would more likely serve both of them. Okay, so they work together. There has to be, you know, to be a balance or something like that. Okay, that's why when in my videos I always say this lwa work with this one, with this one, with this one, so that you know. Simbi color is red. You know, when the lwas, you know, the colors are red, they are mostly, you know, in the Pedro family of lwas, and they are very hot, and, you know, they are very fiery, and they act really fast, and you need to be careful with those lwa also. Okay, and there are Simbi that are, you know, I told you that Simbi is the head of an escort, so there are Simbi that are living in water, in salty water, like in the sea. They are living in a river, or in, you know, sweet water, how we would say in Haiti. And there are Simbi in the forest also, and there are Simbi fire, like Simbi Andezo, he's like a fire energy. Okay, so when you mount someone, but there are voodooists that prefer to say like we mount the spirits, not the spirits mount us. So there's like a a debate around that. Okay, so I use both of them. Okay, I use both of them. So when someone mount Simbi Andezo, they work on fire because it's a fire energy. So when I say fire, it's like mostly in voodoo ceremony, they will put a lot of burnt charcoals in just one place, and they will take some other wood also, sticks, and put in the fire to make like a big fire, and Simbi Andezo will enter it, or the person who mount Simbi Andezo would enter the fire. And he likes holding his dagger. He likes alcohol, hot alcohol that are very, very strong. Okay, and there are Simbi that are part of the Lada family of Ras. There are Simbi that are part of the Voodoo family of Ras, and there are Simbi that are part of the Champuel. Okay, so the Lada family of Ras, they are very soft, they are very watery, and the Voodoo family of Ras, they are very hot, and the Champuel, it's like they are like a secret. They're like a secret society. I will make a different video about the Champuel because they are very fascinating. Okay, and they are very scary. A lot of people, when they hear Champuel, when they know what the Champuel is, they are very scared. Okay, so I will make a separate video about Champuel. And the most important thing you need to remember is that Simbi Andezo is considered to be a lwa gad. Okay, lwa gad will like lwa, that people would they serve them or they work with them for their protection. Okay, so this is the video, guys, and I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, leave a comment, and please share the video so that more people can know about this channel. And please check my sister's merch. Okay, the Instagram link is in the description video. And I love you guys, and I will take my time, even if I don't answer all the comments, but I'll sometimes when I'm free, because I have other stuff that I do too, that I need to do, okay, to feed myself and so on. So when I'm free, I always check on what comments that I need to answer or to give a like and so on. So please feel free to comment down below and share my video so that more people can know about this channel, can know about what we are doing. This is a way to support me. So thank you, and see you in another video. Take care of yourself.